It's breeding blitz time! So, as you know, we have had a few Dragons of the Month so far this year that have had special breeding blitz, chain breeding events, whatever you want to call them. But right now, we have the Leo Dragon available in one of these chain breeding events. And after this, you probably won't be able to get him again. And considering that you need every Zodiac Dragon to get the Zodiac Dragon from the special Zodiac Dragon collection, you probably want to be getting a hold of him. I already have a little Bala here, but right now we have the Breeding Blitz event, and we need to breed together a Tornado and a Sunflower Dragon. And those two dragons are pretty easy to get a hold of. The rares can be kind of annoying at times, and Leo is a legendary fire and light dragon. But breeding these two together, in case you were curious on the exact odds of breeding them, the DML planner is fully updated with this, and the odds actually sit around about 3% base, which really is not too bad. You can see that we've got a max of a 10-hour breeding time for the Cyborg Dragon, which really is not too bad at all, but Cyborg, Leaf, Bee, Venom, War, Seed, Smoke, the rest are pretty trash dragons to get, but it does mean that we don't have long breeding times to deal with, which is good because this chain breeding event, or breeding blitz event let's call it, only lasts for 2 days. And breeding a legendary in 2 days is very, very difficult. And such, I highly recommend that if you are absolutely desperate for this Leo dragon, then use the bottomless dungeon to your advantage. Go into the special offers section and you will see the double egg relics there. They do cost 500 dungeon tokens, but this double egg relic will give you much higher odds of breeding that dragon, especially since the double egg relic lasts for 12 hours. And so if you want to use it and you get the wrong breed, you can try again, keep trying until eventually it works out. I'm gonna do it just for the sake of showing you. It feels bad basically wasting one of those, but for people that have never really used the double egg relics, let's see how we go today. So Sunflower and Tornado are the two dragons that we want to be breeding, and I highly recommend if you're going for legendaries to put them at least level 15. I tend to do level 30 because I can easily afford it, but breeding these two together, you can see all the possible outcomes. You can see that we've got the Leo dragon on the left hand side there, and if we want to use that double egg relic, then we can click the 2 times button in the top left and select from 2 eggs at the start of a breeding. This bonus effect lasts for 12 hours. So note, breeding will yield only 1 egg, not both. And usually you would want to use this with Kronos so that you can go for a breed, and then if you fail it, you can use Kronos to skip the timers, come back, breed again. I just use Kronos though to actually make my breeding dam free. So either way, I'm going to activate that, and then it says 2 times eggs are active, and we got 12 hours to go for this bad boy. So let us try and breed for it. And you can see here that the eggs that we got to select from were actually really bad. But it does mean that if you've got this double breeding egg thing active, that you can choose the one with the shorter cooldown or the shorter breed, select that one, and then you won't have to wait anywhere near as long. And so you can see here, we could just skip 30 minutes using an ad skip if we wanted to, and it would be nice and easy peasy for us. Just for the sake of, you know, showing this off, I'm just going to skip it straight up with 15 gems because I don't care too much. And again, we will rebreed. Possible results say get duplicate. And again, we've got a really short breeding time again. So you're going to see this happen quite a lot. And with this double egg relic, you are going to get a lot of really short cooldowns, which is going to be super duper useful for you. So I just watched a stupid Magic Kingdoms ad for that. But anyway, we are now done with that breed. But it does mean that we have to wait an hour for the Bee Dragon. So again, we can watch more ads, skip more time. This is also something that you should be taking advantage of during this period, because we do tend to get a lot of ad skips. So that should also help you out with breeding it quite a lot. So while we wait for that Bee Dragon to finish hatching, you also got to remember that the second breeding den can be super useful for breeding Dragons of the Month and things like that. But to be able to actually get a bonus chance to breed Leo, you'd need to have both dens active, which means that you'd need 2 lots of tornado dragons and 2 lots of sunflower dragons to make it happen. So I guess if you've got 2 lots of them, then you can always use the second breeding den as well. But, you know, most people are probably only going to have 1 of each. But it is something to keep in mind because, you know, especially with these chain breeding events, they can be very, very tough. I guess at the end of the day, if you've got room for it, it's probably a good idea to always keep 1 extra copy of every dragon in your islands. If you think about it, probably would be a good idea. Then, oh well. And yet again, we have a short 36-minute breeding time. So you see how many opportunities we actually get to try and rebreed for this Leo dragon if we want to. We get tons and tons and tons of chances to do this. It really is a shame that there isn't a skip time token for like the mist dragon here, because I've got a skip token for the actual breeding. But for now, for me, I would have to wait another 3 hours-ish before we can do it again, but we do still have that double breeding den token active for half a day, so we have got plenty of chances to go for it. Seriously, as soon as the breeding token wears off and I breed off camera, I get it. Typical game. But anyway, that is a successful breed for us. You know, we've just tried to breed it a number of times now, so we were sort of heading in the right direction, but just keep rebreeding, trying your best, and hopefully you get a hold of it. So, thank you for joining me, and good luck, but until next time, I shall see you then.